Welcome, students. Welcome to Music Humanities. This is Mr. Duarte, hopefully giving you some help just to get started. So the first thing I just wanted to tell you to do, make sure you go through all of these announcements. I know it seems like a lot to read, but I think you'll find some really good things here. First off, you're going to notice the navigation. Those correspond over to here on the side, and then you're going to see communication. Here is my cell phone number. You can text me all you want if you like. This is actually a Google number. It's not actually my cell phone. But you can text it all you want. You can actually leave a message if you need to. It'll send me a text of your message. But this is a great way for you to get hold of me. You're going to find out if you use the message system over here. I only check it like once or twice a day, and if I've already checked it, I might miss something, and it might be another 12 to 24 hours before I actually read your message. So think about sending a text, or even sending a text that says, "Can you check my message?" Whichever you're most comfortable with. Here's all the software links for you to look at. Here's the software that I use. Just know that if you use anything, as long as you can save it as a PDF, that should be fine. I just ask that you don't use open office files because I don't have open office, and then I spend more of my time trying to transcribe a .odt file. So if you can just stick with Microsoft Word, Apple's Pages, or Google Docs, which I love, because Google Docs you can save it as a PDF, and you can just send screenshots of that as well. But please get in the habit of using whichever assignment and saving as PDF and submitting. Here's the one on assignments and due dates. The guideline is 9 o'clock p.m. is when they're due, but that's just a guideline. If you need to finish at 10 o'clock, that's fine. If you need until the next morning, that's fine too. Just know that I usually tend to put things into the gradebook the following morning. So if you get something and you turned it in and it might be late, but it's okay because all it means is that I've entered it into the gradebook. If it's late, turn it in, you'll still get full credit. Just know that on an online class that you really want to stay up on top of the assignments because sometimes it can get overwhelming if you get behind. And again, here's your reminder, please only save in .pdf or doc. Here's all of your assignments that you have for the units. You will not see the units until you complete them. So if you don't finish student orientation, Unit 1 won't open up. And then if you don't finish Unit 1, Unit 2 won't open up. So as you finish the units, they'll open up. And you can get ahead as much as you want. Here's the due dates. They will disappear at exactly 11:59 p.m. I don't control it, the computer does. So if you've got something late or you miss something, that's the final due date before they're late. Here's a big one is check out the calendar of due dates. As you can see, I've made a nice big Google Calendar for you all. Down here in the bottom, you can actually download it to your phone. It'll send you reminders when things are due. You'll notice I've made things due at like 9:04, 9:09. That just has to correspond with Unit 4. So if it's at 9:04 p.m., that's usually Activity 4, 9:09, Activity 9. I tried to keep it that way just so it would stay in order on the calendar. But everything to do at 9. But if you turn it at 9:20, that's fine. But here's all the due dates. The only date that we want to be worried about is the 19th of October. It looks like there's a lot due, but really it's just a bunch of tiny little assignments, but will take some time to do. And again, if you don't finish, go ahead and finish on the weekend. I leave weekends open for the very purpose that you can take time to get your assignments in at that time. Just know that I usually don't grade past assignments until the following weekend. So if you did something and turned it in late, it might be until the following weekend before I get to it. Most likely I'll get to it, but we'll see. And again, if you send me a text, I might grade it immediately. But here's the October due dates. Here's the November due dates. And I did stick to the Deer Valley Unified School District holiday, so you'll notice that when it says no school, there's no school at Deer Valley as well. And rather than make you work during the week of Thanksgiving, I made it the finals review week. If you need to turn in any late assignments for the last couple of units, you can do it here as well. But hopefully that'll give you enough chance to be successful at what it is that you want to do. All right, so then here's a little bit about me. You can see me as a band director. You can see me as a performer. Not that exciting, but it's cool. Here is the biggie for your class. This is what you need to do to receive full credit. My thing is just, I call it the rule of 3. If you have a question from me in the assignments, answer the question. Then the next sentence should be a statement of why you answered the way you did. And then the third sentence should be the evidence to support that answer. So if you kind of live in those, every answer needs 3 sentences, you're going to be very successful in this course. And they need to be full and complete sentences. It just can't be partial answers. And here's the general guidelines. Sometimes I will take a short answer. You just have to kind of look at the points. And the points also kind of signify how much I expect out of you. So if you see a 25-point assignment, I'm looking for at least a couple of paragraphs. 50-point assignment, full page. There's not that many of them. And the 100 points is at least 2 pages, and there's only one of those in the entire course. This is really a reacting to music class, and I think you'll really enjoy the assignments. Where you should be over the first couple of days. Day 1, you really want to get those lessons done in the student orientation. Very easy. Lesson 2 has an assignment that's due. Please make sure you do that. And day 2 has lesson 3 and the test. Go ahead and submit all of those. And then just again, I've given you some helpful assignments here. But if we scroll all the way back here, the very first thing you need to know is assignments. Now, if I click assignments, you're going to notice that I have a bunch of assignments here. Yours isn't going to look like this. That's how much the whole class is, but I don't want to overwhelm you at once. Yours is going to look more like this. This is what exactly you should see. So fill out this form. This first form is just basically getting some information from you so we can communicate back and forth. The next one is check your computer. As you can see, this is saying my browser isn't passing, and I will have to fix that for tomorrow. But go ahead and make sure that you have all these green tests. If you don't, might want to contact the eSchool. Here's the student orientation. See these icons right here? This is just when you see the picture with the little notepad, and it's just basically saying, read this. This is a World Wide Web link. Read this, and this is a folder. So if you ever see this blue icon with the tabs, it's a folder. You have to click on it, and it will open up. And see, it'll open up to a few things here. So that's just some fun stuff here. Go back to assignments. But the very first thing you guys need to do is make sure you get to that student orientation. And see right here it says click the link. Here's this icon right here again. Click the link, and it'll start your student orientation. And go one at a time, 1, 2, 3. And see right here it says your first assignment will be submitted at the end of the lesson. Make sure you get that done. And then your second assignment, which for me is not due till Tuesday, but if you're really smart, you'll want to get these first 3 done the first day and be done. And then go ahead and take the test. And at the minute you take the test, your assignments will open. All right, that should get you started. So get student orientation, click on the link, and then start the folder, and then submit. See, here's another folder. But I'll get back to you more in another video. Take care.